Oh, hello, great readers. I'm Belchan.
I'm Nimakung.
I'm Chan.
In this class, I'll read to all of you the 15 sec to of Eyre, an autobiography.
As.
Jane Eyre, an autobiography. Brontë. Chap. 15 sec 2. Than I am. As Job's Leviathan broke the spear, the dart, and the habergeon, hindrances which others count as iron and brass. I the hero ran before him with her shuttlecock. Oi, he cried harshly. Keep at a distance. Shout. Or go in to Sophie, continuing then to pursue his walk in silence. I ventured to recall him to the point whence he had abruptly diverged. Did you leave the balcony? Sir, I asked. Windmill. I almost expected a rebuff for this hardly well-timed question. But, on the contrary, waking out of his scowling abstraction, he turned his eyes towards me, and the shade seemed to clear off his brow. Well, I had forgotten Klein. Well, to resume, when I saw my charmer thus come in accompanied by a cavalier, I seemed to hear hiss, and the green snake of jealousy, rising on undulating coils from the moonlit balcony, glided within my waistcoat, and ate its way in 2 minutes to my heart core. Strange, he exclaimed, suddenly starting again from the point. Strange that I should choose you for the confidant of all this. And lady, passing strange that you should listen to me quietly, me to tell stories of his opera mistresses to acquaint. I experienced girl like you, but the last singularity explains the first. As I intimated once before, you, with your gravity, considerativeness, and caution were made to be the recipient of secrets. Besides, I know what sort of a mind I have placed in communication with my own. I know it is one not liable to take in fiction. It is a peculiar mind. It is a unique one. Happily, I do not mean to harm it. But if I did, it would not take harm from me. The more you and I converse, the better. For what I cannot blight you, you may refresh me. After this digression he proceeded. I remained in the balcony. They will come to her boudoir. No doubt, thought I. Let me prepare an ambush. So putting my hand in through the open window, I drew the curtain over it, leaving only an opening through which I could take observations. Then I closed the casement, all but a chink just wide enough to furnish an outlet to lovers' whispered vows. Then I stole back to my chair, and as I resumed it the pair came in. My eye was quickly at the aperture. Clean's chamber made into it. That's a lamp. Left it on the table, and withdrew. The couple with us revealed to me clearly. Both removed their cloaks. Her companion in an officer's uniform, whom I had sometimes met in society, and had never thought of hating because I despised him so absolutely. On recognizing him, the fang of the snake jealousy was instantly broken. at the same moment my love for Klein sank under an extinguisher. A woman who could betray me for such a rival was not worth contending for. She deserved only scorn. Thus, however, that night, he had been her dupe. They began to talk. Their conversation eased me completely. Frivolous, mercenary, heartless, and senseless. It was rather calculated to soothe and enrage the listener. A card of mine lay on the table. This being perceived, brought my name under discussion. Neither of them possessed energy or wit to belabor me soundly, but they insulted me as coarsely as they could in their little way. Especially Klein. He even waxed rather brilliant on my personal defects, deformities she termed them. Called my be out mule wherein she differed diametrically from you, who told me point blank, at the second interview, that you did not think me handsome. Adel here came running up again. Mazeo. Off. In that case I missed a bridge. Opening the window, I walked in upon them. Liberated Klein from my protection. Gave her notice to vacate her hotel. Offered her a purse for immediate exigencies. Disregarded screams. Hysterics. Prayers. Protestations. Convulsions. Made an appointment with the Vicomte for a meeting at the Bois de Boulogne. Next morning I had the pleasure of encountering him. Left a bullet in one of his poor isolated arms. Feeble as the wing of a chicken in the pep. And then thought I had done with the whole crew. But unluckily the Varens, 6 months before, had given me this violet at a who, she affirmed, was my daughter, and perhaps she may be, though I see no proofs of such grim paternity written in her countenance. Pilot is more like me than she. Some years after I had broken with the mother, she abandoned her child and ran away to Italy with a musician or singer. I acknowledged the natural claim on Adela's part to be supported by me, nor do I now acknowledge any, for I am not her father. But hearing that she was quite destitute, I took the poor thing out of the slim and mud of Paris and transplanted it here, to grow up clean in the wholesome soil of English country garden. Mice. Fairfax found you to train it. But now you know that it is the illegitimate offspring of a French opera girl. You will perhaps think differently of your bosom prick. Place it that you beg me to look out for any governess. None. Adele is not answerable for either her mother's faults or yours. I have a regard for her. Now that I know she is, in a sense, parentless, forsaken by her mother and disowned by you, she shall cling closer to her than before. How could I possibly prefer the spoiled pet of a wealthy family, who would hate her governess as a nuisance, to a lonely little orphan? To be continued.